I'm live. Okay. Let's see here. Are we live? Is it public? Okay, Arnoldius. Hello, buddy. I wasn't sure if I was actually live. All right. So we're going to choose 3 different particle systems that we're going to use globally. A confetti particle system, a material explosion system, and then a coin collection particle system as well. And these particles are going to appear wherever there's interactivity occurring. Okay? Does that make sense? And then we're also going to be able to pass through a position that they need to appear at. My beard is falling off in my mouth. Okay. Man, Unity. Wow. By the way, the creator of this toon shader sent me a shader variation that has wind. So I can do pretty aggressive wind. Pretty cool, huh? It looks really good. Really good. I like that a lot, actually. We could also do that with a flag. In fact, I kind of want to just do that really quick. You guys want to create a little flag? Let's do it. File, new. Create a new... I think a cube is fine. Scale it up. There we go. And let's delete this camera. That's funny, Arnoldius. Hey, Jeff. Hey, Samuel. Hey, Reckless. Hey, Leong. Hey, Erop. How you guys doing? Thanks for hanging out with me today. All right. So we're going to make a flag. Pretty tall here. Let's make a flag really quick, just because why not, you know? I want to do a... Let me think here. I think I want it to be... Let me think. I'm fine with it being something sort of... Let's see here. Maybe it looks medieval a little bit. Something like this. Here we go. And I'm just gonna poke this face. I'm gonna poke it. There it is. And then cut this out. There we go. And then finally we're gonna add a modifier to it. No, what we're gonna do, here's what we're gonna do. We're going to edit it, and it might need to be a grid actually. So let's add a grid. Yeah. So let's do a grid here. And it's gonna have, the reason why we need to do a grid is because we need it to have a certain amount of polys or vertices so that it can actually blow in the wind. So 10 by 10 is a little bit too much. I think 6 by 6 is fine. There we go. And then let's edit it. There it is. Okay. So let's rotate this up 90 degrees. Drag it up the Z-axis here and then along the, I think that's the Y-axis. Scale. I don't know what axis that is. I don't care. There it is. Cool. Scale it up a little bit. Actually, let's do this. Let's scale it that way. Yep. Boom. And then go to edit mode. And all we got to do now is take the slice tool here and do a nice slice. Maybe a little bit more. There we go. All right, we got ourselves a nice little slice here. And let's just use the selection box. Select ourselves the faces. And delete the faces. Okay, so we got our flag. And why not just add on a cube at the top here. Rotate it along the something axis. And then rotate it along, let's see here. I'm trying to think which axis I want to do here. There we go. 45 degrees. Yep. I think that's what we want to do here. Scale along. Let's do this. Edit mode. You're going to take the top piece here. We're getting there. Hold on. We're going to flatten these. Flatten. Yeah. Flatten. Whoops. F3, flatten. There we go. What the heck am I doing? Sorry, guys. Icosphere. Maybe that'll do it. 3. Subdivisions 1, maybe? Yeah. Okay, that's good. I think that'll be just fine. There's probably a better way to do this, but whatever. And then we're going to do symmetrize, or I'm sorry, mirror along the y-axis. Z, yeah, there we go. And we actually need to make the clipping enabled. Good. And we're going to move this to here. There we go. There we go. And then we're going to go to object mode, set origin to 3D cursor. Good. Okay. Hit apply. And now we have this little interesting spear shape at the top. That's all I wanted to do. Sorry. Just like that. Maybe a little bit taller. Yeah. Scale it. Okay. And maybe a little bit bigger. We'll join these together and we'll set a material on there. It's just going to be, I'm fine with it just being the stone material, actually. And then this is going to be red. All right, let's save this out. This is the new flag. That's about all I wanted to do. Just wanted to do a quick flag. It's always nice to have flags in your game. So let's go to our flag here. Let's drag him right there. There he is. That's a little big, isn't it? So let's scale it down completely. To about right here. Actually, let's set the origin to the 3D cursor. There we go. Save it out. And obviously apply all transforms. Save it. And hopefully it's probably going to flip on us. No, we're good. Okay. All right, so this right here is actually going to be a new material we create. And it's in our swatches. We're going to take the grass material, All right, I'm sorry, the foliage material. Nope. Which one is it? Leaves, that's right. The leaves material. Okay. And we're going to duplicate the leaves material, and this is going to be flag. And we can just call it flag red. We're going to take the same exact color of these flowers. So create a new swatch and then go here, and we're going to drag in flag red. There it is. And let's see here. Obviously, guys, we can use there it is. So we're going to do this for now. Is it possible to change where the center is? Oh, that sucks. That sucks big time. Oh well. I was really excited about my little flag here. I really was. Oh well. It was going to be really cool. That's okay. It happens. We're going to keep it though because we're eventually going to want to make this flag make sense. Or we're eventually going to want to make this flag. What's this grid? There's a plane down there. We're eventually going to want to use this flag is what I'm trying to say. And we're going to make this shade smooth and this also shade smooth. There we go. Okay. Sweet. And finally, stone. So as you guys can see, you know, having swatches that you use over and over again is actually really beneficial for your indie game. And it also gives it that stylized matchy look. So obviously if this was frozen in time, that flag would look really good, but it looks like junk. And it's also not two-sided. So yeah, kind of sucks. So we're going to take this flag, we're going to dump it in our prefabs, and we're going to forget about it because that didn't work. That's okay though. If you don't try things, you're not going to know how to do it. So I'm going to make that flag work. Probably in the future somewhere. Okay, so if you guys remember from our previous stream, before I had that meeting that I had forgotten about, what we were doing is we were making particle systems that we could use over and over and over again. So we have a sticky ball particle system, and then we're also going to have a rock particle system, which is, in this case, is the explosion particle system. Zero this out as well. So if you hit play on this, it doesn't actually do anything. Hold on. There we go. So that's our rock particle explosion. See that? Okay, so we have that. We have the sticky ball particles. And then finally, we're also going to have the coin collection particles. So if we go to our coin, whoops, wrong one. Yeah, if we open up this coin, we have this coin collection particle system. We're going to paste this into the startup game object as well. So we're going to have 3 of these that we can use over and over and over again with let's do 0 rotation. So there they are. Okay, so all of these, this coin collection particle system, let's make it a prefab, because we might use it in other places as well. Okay, so let's drag these into the fields that I created in the player script in the, let's see here, the global effects section. See this? So the sticky ball particle system, explosion, which is the breakable. Let's rename that. Breakable particle system. And let's rename the prefab as well. Yeah. Breakable particle. All right. So if we drag all of those into our various locations, so finally the collectible particle, which this is called coin collectible. Collectible particle. And let's rename that prefab as well. Okay. So we have all three of these here. And we're going to fire all of these. And let's actually create a child or a parent game object. And we're just going to call it particles. Global particles. And we're going to zero that out. Make sure you guys are always zeroing out things. And drag all those in. And those are zeroed out as well. And they're all set to 111. Scale 111. And now we can jump into our script here. All right. Alex, yes, eventually. We got to get a thumbnail for it and stuff, so I say we, me and my producer. Okay. So we have this emit particle script here. It's going to need to be public. Okay? And finally, inside of our breakable, we need to create a field here. Okay? This particle system, we need that. I officially do not want this. So we're going to remove that. And we're going to create a new field, okay? And that field is going to be called serialized private. And this is going to be particle type. Whoops. Particle type. There it is. And then emit particle type. Emitted particle type. I think it's fine. So we can, from our drop-down menu, select what kind of particle it is. Then, all we do is we do this. Emit particles. This is junk. We don't need this anymore. We don't need that anymore. That's a mess. We're gonna go to player.instance.emitParticles, and then we have all these fields here. How many? 15. What's the start size? Well, the start size is we need to establish what the start size is. Give me just a sec, guys. The start size is going to be the particle system's original size, okay? So the main module is emission particles, which is actually junk. Hold on. It's going to need to be just a vector 2. Okay, this is serialized. Vector 2. Let me think here. This is no longer going to be particle system start size original. This is going to be called particle system max size multiplier. Okay? And, you know, it's probably going to be something around 1. So if it's a really small thing, it'll be like 0.1. All right, so that works. We don't need this. So actually, if we go to our player script here, the start size original is actually going to be... my head is freezing right now. Start size original. This is going to be a float, and it's going to be size multiplier. Okay. All right. Start size of ridge is not going to be a vector 2, 0. It's actually, we're going to be start size of ridge equals main module dot start size. I think that's it. Start size of ridge does not exist in the current context. Okay, we're going to make this a vector 2. Uh-oh. Okay, I figured this out. All right. I know I'm not making sense, guys. Just give me a sec. I know I'm not making sense here. Particle size original equals that. Okay. So here is what we're going to do. Basically, every time we fire this function, we need to find out what the actual particle system's sizing is. And then multiply it. Particle start size equals main module dot start size. There we go. Okay. Okay. And then we set it. We say main module dot start size equals this and that times the size multiplier. So this allows us to actually multiply the size of the particles based on the multiplier that we set in the breakable script here. Does that make sense? Particle system max size multiplier. It's much more specific there because I need to be able to remind myself what it actually does. It's multiplying the max size by a float. Okay. So player.instance.emit particles. Particle type, it's going to be my particle type that I set here, which is emitted particle type. Let's just call it particle type. So this is going to determine which particle we're going to actually emit when we do a breakable. Is it going to be sparkles? Is it going to be stone? Is it going to be confetti? What's the particle type going to be? So we're going to emit the particle type, or we're going to pass through what's the particle type, how many we want to do. Well, in this case, if it's dying, let's do 25. The start size, that's not relevant. So let's delete that from the actual parameters here. Start size is no longer relevant. The size multiplier is, and also destroy me is relevant as well. Okay. There we go. The size multiplier, in the case of dying, 1 is just fine. And because they're already pretty big as is. Destroy me, yeah. No, never destroy me. We're never ever going to destroy it. Destroy me is no longer relevant. Destroy me is no longer relevant because we're going to be reusing these over and over and over again. What is relevant is the material. That is definitely relevant. Okay? So we need to be able to pass through the material. So let's find out how to set a particle system's material. Set material particle system. Okay, it's just called material. All right. That's all it is. I think we could just go to which particle system dot material. Okay, it doesn't exist. What about main module dot material? Ah, it doesn't exist. What's going on? Particle system renderer. Okay. Okay. So we need to go which particle system dot get component particle system renderer dot material is going to equal material. particle material. We're going to call it particle material just in case there's a just in case there's already a variable called particle material. What am I doing here? Yeah, there we go. Whoops. Yes. Particle material. So go over here and call this particle material. Now we need to determine what we're passing through for that explosion effect. Well, our breakables are going to have, hang on one sec here, guys. Material. The breakable script does not necessarily know what the material is. So if I go to my, it's not necessarily, the script is not necessarily on the same object that has the material. So in the case of the rock, the material is actually on the parent, which is okay. But what about the bush? If we go to the bush, this is also a breakable object. The material is actually on the mesh renderer. So we need to create a script or a thingy called mesh renderer. Wait, hold on. Oh, I can just do this. Yeah, we can just do material drop material. That's all we got to do. All right, it's basically predefined already, or already defined for us. So it's right here. Okay, so I'm getting an issue here. Emit particles, there's no argument that it corresponds. Okay, how many size multiplier, which is 1, and the material drop material. We're also going to need to specify the location as well. In this case, also, so if the health is not smaller than 0 and it's greater than 0, it means that it's just emitting smaller particles and not exploding. So in this case, it's just going to emit 15 is fine with a size multiplier of 0.5 float value. We can delete all of this junk here. Don't need it. And then finally, we need to pass through a transform location. So let's add that as well. It's going to be a vector 3. Whoa. What just happened? That's weird. Vector 3 spawn location. Okay? That spawn location is basically what it's going to do is it's going to say which particle system dot transform dot location, not location, position equals spawn location. And it's important to remember to set all of your particle settings to world spawn. Okay. I'm reading the chat. Sorry, guys. Stefan says, couldn't I use a prefab with a singleton? Yeah, I could. It's probably a better way to do it. Also, let's see here. Stefan, you said, do I know what I'm doing? I'm creating 3 different particle prefabs that I can use over and over and over again. That are pretty much going to be used globally. There could be a slider, yeah. Mr. Taco says, when's Neversong coming out? That's coming out in May. And I don't really have anything to do for that game other than Kickstarter rewards. We're porting it currently and getting it all perfected for every single platform. And there's nothing really I can do for that. It's not really my thing. So the porting studio is doing that. Okay. Spawn location. Let's send the spawn location through our breakable script. Well, I think I want the spawn location to be the farm hit location only for when I'm actually getting hurt. That means that wherever it was hit, it pops out. But when it explodes, I want it to explode from the center. So in that case, it's going to be transform.position here. Okay? It's important to remember that when you go to your particles here, your global particles, that they are all set to world space. So let's go to all of our particles here, and we're going to set the simulation space to world. Save it. And finally, what's the last thing here? It's probably going to work on the breakable script. We also need it to work on the where is it? Projectile script as well. Here it is, explosion particles. Okay. Show effect. Player.instance emit particles. Well, particle type needs to be defined, as does the material. The material doesn't need to necessarily be defined. Crap. It doesn't necessarily need to be defined. Let's go to our player script and then make the material. We're going to make this on the end here, and it's going to be null by default. And then right here, we're going to say, yeah, right here. If material exists, if particle material exists, this song is annoying. If particle material exists, then you want to set the material of the particle system. Otherwise, we don't want to do it. Well, what that means is back in our breakable script, it's going to screw up everything here. So, because we just changed the parameters, we got to fix it here. It's kind of annoying. Let's fix this one as well. And our projectile script, we don't need, let's see, particle type, that's not set. Everything else is good, good. Particle type needs to be set up here. So we're going to create a private serialized field. And it's going to be particle type. And that way we can select what it actually is. So in the case of the projectile, when it pops, it's going to actually be the sparkle particles. The other particles are the coins. So collectibles. Let's go to our collectibles and add the same script, but it's going to be using the collectible particles. So let's go to our collectible script. There it is. And you can see we use the same sort of mentality here. Sweet. So all we do is boop. Actually, where did it go? There it is. Go back to our collectible here. My voice is cracking. Player.instance emit particles. Particle type. We also need to set a particle type for the collectible as well. So same thing here. Particle type. Particle type. And this is going to be private. Okay, so it's going to do all those cool things. We need to specify where it's actually going to appear. Transformed at position is fine for that. Collectible, hold on. Projectile, the spawn location is good. It's at its transformed at position. Great. I think we're good. Now let's go into all three of those things. The coins, actually there's multiple things. Coins, health, all collectible items we need to delete the particle prefab. We also need to delete the particle prefab from the rock. We don't need that. But let's also choose in the rock, we're going to choose from the drop down. Here it is, particle type, breakable pieces. Perfect. Save that. And the same is true for our bushes. We can delete the particles. The leaf poof particles. Probably going to need to do it with that as well. We're going to need to do it with that as well. Let's just delete it. Because I know Cracker Jacks. Let's see here. Play sound, emit particles. We can delete that. We're not going to worry about it emitting particles just yet. But when we destroy it, that's when we're going to worry about emitting particles. So that's in the box collider. So the box collider here, its projectile is, or its particle type is going to be breakable pieces. Good. And it's going to okay. So I officially want to go into my breakable script here and have a separate field. And I want it to be called particle material. Now, I don't want to always have to set this, okay? So I'm going to do this. I'm going to say if particle material is if particle material exists, then I'm actually going to set the oh, I can't think. Hold on. What am I trying to do here? Material property. I just lost my train of thought. Okay, if particle material is null, then I'm just going to say particle material equals material. We're going to call this drop material. That's just weird. Drop material. Good. So it's going to set it if we don't have it. Then right here, we do this, and then this, and then this, but this is actually going to be particle material. Okay? So this allows us to actually send a specific material on farming and on explosion. Crap. No, we're good. We're good. So if we want to, we can set a specific particle material. If not, then it's just going to set it to a default, which is the drop material, basically. So some things like stone, the drop material is stone, so having it explode particles of stone makes sense. The drop material for a bush is actually going to be a stick, but I still want the bush to explode with green. So that's why we're going to choose... Crap. Ooh. The drop materials all got removed. So that's fun. Drop material, we're just going to set it to stone, but the particle material we're going to set to leaves. That's fine. I guess that's fine for now. Everything looks good there. Save that out, and then let's go to the rocks here. And remember, we lost the drop material, so the drop material is stone. The particle material is stone as well, so we don't need to set it. It only needs to be set if it's going to be something different. So that's fine. Anything else that's breakable currently? Yes. The sticky bombs. We need to set those as well. Sticky balls. We can delete the explosion particles. And right here in our projectile script, remember we have sticky ball particle here. Explosion particle system, we can delete that. We don't need this anymore. Save that out, and okay. Man, I just did a lot of code and I haven't tested anything. So I'm not going to be surprised if everything's broken. So yeah. This needs to be, let's see, turn this off. So it's not going to emit something by default. So all of these we can set the count to 0. I want to get this working before the day ends. Okay. All right, let's try it out, guys. I want to go ahead and do it for the coins really quick so I don't forget. So this coin here, coin collection particles, we can delete that. And sticky ball particles, nope, it's collectible pieces. That's the particle type. Now, that's a weird word, isn't it? So let's do particle type instead of collectible pieces. Why are they called breakable pieces collectible particles? Ugh, I think that's just a really bad, that's bad verbiage. Sticky ball, breakable, collectible. I think it's fine. A collectible. There we go. Hopefully that doesn't ruin everything we just did. Stupid. Okay. Breakable. Collectible. I like my things to be a little bit cleaner, my variable names. So that's what's going on here. Sorry guys, one sec. We have a video that's going live that I need to... Sorry guys, we have a video going live and I gotta get it set up. Have an issue with it. Okay. So these coin particles, those are fine because those are not global. Those need to be with every single coin or heart or collectible object. The flare as well. But currently, the particles we don't actually need. Let me show you. These particles here, we don't need these anymore. Delete those. So all we care about right now is the particle type. And in this case, it is a collectible. So it's going to fire the collectible particles. When we collect the coin, the heart, health, is it called health? Yes, health orb, we can delete that as well. Good, and it's collectible type is good. Sticky ball, no, it's collectible, there we go. And then finally, material drop is another type of collectible we have. Same mentality here. Collectible, there we go. Okay, so I haven't tested anything, and we'll see. We'll see. Let's hit play and give it a shot. Okay, so if I shoot this ball here, wow, it works. I don't think the stone one is working. Okay, so that one didn't work. Okay, the collectible isn't working either. So I'm unsure what to make of it. Yeah, okay. So none of the particles are really working. The sticky ball, for some reason, that's working. I'm trying to figure out why. Particle type is sticky ball, and it fires the sticky ball. Particle type, huh? So I'm unsure, honestly. Let's go to player here, and let's do a big old debug at the end of this. Debug.log emit particles colon plus, and then we get to decide which it is, which particle system, plus how many, plus spawn location. Okay, so I have something running in the console right now currently, so it's going to sort of make this giant queue, and I don't want that. So let's hit play and see what that is, and remove that from the dialog, or from the debug. Emit particles, sticky ball particles. Emit particles, breakable particles. At 0, so something's going on. It's emitting them, but they're not showing up. Where are they? Whoa. They're gone. Isn't that strange, guys? Remove the animators for one. So they're deleting for some reason. Couldn't tell you why. Is it the animators attached to it? I think it might be. There's animators attached to it, which is odd. I guess maybe that's it. So our particles are getting deleted for some reason. Okay, so it's gone. What? Why are you getting removed? Okay, so all the particles are being unparented, which is an odd thing. I couldn't tell you why that's happening. Why are they getting unparented? There it is. That's why. Ha! Okay, so they're getting unparented. That's probably not the reason why they're not showing up, though. So far, you know. Yeah, so far it's working. It's just not showing up. Is it the start size multiplier? That might be it. You know? Let's see what's going on with the start size. Maybe that's what's going on. Whoa. Okay. How odd. It's weird. It's like... Let's take a look. Oh. It's because they're static. That's why, guys. Let's give it a shot. See what happens. Still not showing up. Mother F. That's not why. Let's go to the actual particles themselves and see what's going on. There it is. Let's hit play and do 25. Wow. Yeah, look, they're not showing up. I can't even make it play. There they go. So that's the sticky ball. What about the breakable? So the breakable particles, can I make those show up? Let's hit play here. 25. Stop play. Stop play. You know what, guys? I don't know what's going on. Okay. So the position is incorrectly being set. You guys can't see that. Okay. So the position is being incorrectly set for some reason. Unsure why. Is there a way to convert any local position to global position? Convert from local position to world position. Yeah, I don't know. So let's try it with the breakable script here. So I believe you can use this script here, which is local to world. I'm unsure. Okay, so sorry guys, I'm distracted. So the farm hit location, it needs to actually be converted into a global location. All right. So what we need to do is we need to go to this right here, this farm hit location. What we need to do is convert that to a global number. Okay, I think I got it. This should do it. Transform. I don't know. Transform to point. So maybe this. Maybe that'll work. So let's try it with the breakable and see what happens. But before I do that, let's go back to our player script here. And this music is annoying. Is take this, make that start size fixed. Good. Okay, and then the next thing I want to do is go to my, let's take all these particles and put them up here so we can at least see if they're firing. That's the big problem, is you can't see if they're firing. So, all right, so let's just check on if things are working out. Okay, so it's still not working. It's firing up there, but they're not being positioned in the right place. Does that make sense? So, the position is all screwy. Ah, I know why. Let's go back to our breakable here. It's only happening for when they're exploding. Yeah. Wait. Hold on. Sorry, guys. I put this in the wrong spot. I put it in the wrong spot. Let's try this out. I don't know why this would work, but we're going to try it. Basically, I'm trying to get the different locations to be set to global and not local. So we'll see if that does anything. So I'm unsure what's going on exactly. It's kind of weird to think that the sticky balls, those particles are moving just fine. But yeah, it's weird. All right. Okay, you ready? Okay, let's shoot that. Still up there. Why is that happening, guys? And now it's not happening at all. Look. What? That's crazy. What is going on? Anybody know what's going on? If you set the particle system's material, then any existing particles will change their material as well. So, Stefan, what's going on? I figured it was, but I'm trying an alternative. So what are you thinking? I agree. It should already be the world space. So why is it that it's not spawning in this position? That's what I'm confused about. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Let's debug what the spawn location is. Let's debug the spawn location and see what's going on here. Let's double check and make sure that they're actually spawning in world space. You know? World, world, and world. Huh. How confusing is that? Yeah, let's take a look at the debug and see what's going on. So if I shoot this rock here, -8 and then 6.3. Let's try this one. -0.8. Huh. So it is changing the position. It's not, And now it's just gone. Look. Now it doesn't show up at all. How crazy is that? Oh man, I really wanted to get it working. Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, it should be emitting them. They're just not. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't know. Mother. It only works for those. That's crazy. Is it even changing the position? That's the question. Okay, so bear with me for just a sec. I have a breakable particles here. There it is. Let's see if it's changing the position. So I'm going to create a little game tab over here. There we go. Now there it is. I've got it selected. Now let's break the, try and break the stone here. It's not even moving. All right. So first off, collectible particles. I'm sorry. Sticky ball particles is the only one that works. That's crazy. World scaled. That's crazy, guys. It's so weird because size over lifetime for the breakable particles, it stays that way permanently. Sticky ball does not. Watch, let me show you guys, and maybe we can all solve this together. Everybody, let's focus in on what's going on here. And help me, please. Okay, so watch this. If I shoot a sticky ball on the ground and then pop it, the particles, you could just keep doing it over and over and over again. Doesn't matter. It's fine. But watch this. If I put a sticky ball on the stone here and pop it, and I keep trying, they eventually just disintegrate. Why is that happening? Okay, let's try this. Let's remove this. All right, we're gonna remove this. If that's the problem, then I'll be relieved. Stefan says, transform position is already world space. You are moving it before setting which particle system. That's not true. Oh, yeah. Well, no, that's not true. That's not true, Stefan. Yeah, that's not true. Yes, that is true. That is true. Stefan, you are correct. Thank you. Okay. All right. The next problem is the start size issue. Stefan, round of applause to Stefan. Can we give a round of applause to Stefan? That would be awesome. Stefan's like, Thomas! All right. Yes. Good job. Stefan's always right. Just listen to him. Is that a him? Is Stephanie is a... Sorry, Stefan. Sorry. Stefan. Yes. Thank you, sir. Okay, let's try this. Yay! And the sizing... Oh man, that feels good. Just explosions all over the place. That's what she said. If we change the start size... Round of applause to Stefan. Thank you, Eric Frank Nunez. Hello, Benjamin. Thank you for supporting Eric Frank Nunez. Eric Frank Nunez. Hey, you. Thank you. That means a lot. Okay. So, my friends. So, everything should be set up to work. Collectible items, breakable objects, everything should be correct now. And again, we're only using one particle system. Good. That looks a lot better. Uh-oh. The size is it keeps getting set lower and lower and lower. I know why. You mother effer. Okay, I got this. Okay, so these original values, the size original values, need to be stored in the global effects section. Okay, so this is a vector 2, and this is going to be breakable particle system orig size. Okay, same for this here, collectible particle system orig size. Okay. And the same is true for this here as well. Sticky ball particle system, orig size. Okay, now we're going to take all this crap here and we're going to do something on start. We're going to say, bloop. We're going to put it there for now. Okay, and then we're going to take this little piece of code down here. Particle system main module, blah, 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 blah. Particle size equals main module. Okay. Goodness, this is kind of messy. Okay. I'm going to get this done before I end the day, I promise. Okay, here we go. Particle system main module equals main module. So this is, we're going to have 3 of these. And breakable particle system dot main. Yeah. One sec, guys. Okay, hold on. We got this. Does that work? I think that's it. I think that's all we needed to do. So basically what we're doing is we're taking the main module here and getting the original size of it so that I don't have to set this with an actual float value. Yeah, there we go. And same over here. This is not breakable particle system. This is what are the other 3 called? Collectible and then sticky ball. Okay. So those are going to be right here. Okay. Collectible particle system original size, and that's just collectible particle system. Boop. And then collectible particle system. And then one more. Okay, one more. It's the sticky ball particle system. And I think that's everything. So now we have our original sizes. And it doesn't need to be vector 2 because it's already being defined as a private variable up top here. Hopefully it's private. Yeah, it needs to be private because we don't need to see that. Okay, we're going to copy all those. And what we're going to do is we're going to go down here, and what we're going to do is create a new vector 2, orig size, and we're going to make sure it's a vector 2.0, and then we're just going to set it here. Okay, so that's going to be breakable particle system orig. Orig size equals breakable particle system orig size. Yay. Okay. There we go. Orig size equals collectible particle system orig size. There we go. And then one more. Sticky ball particle system orig size. Then all we do is this. Main module dot start size. This. Wait. All we got to do is this. Orig size and orig size. Okay. Sometimes when I'm writing code, I don't even know what I'm writing. And then it works out. Okay. You want to try it out, guys? Sweet. Let's hit play. This is probably going to be a mess. What do you guys think? Hey, go. I think Unity's frozen. I think it's saved though, so that's good. Load. I'll check the chat. Crunch Gaming says, I have no clue what any of this means. Don't feel bad. I wouldn't either if I was watching myself. Usama, I don't know what exactly you're asking, but I could tell you about double jumping, regardless of whether it's a rigid body or a character controller. A character controller can use a rigid body, so I'm a bit confused what you're saying. But double jumping is, by default, double jumping exists. It's actually infinite jumping. So, I mean, please forgive me if I'm giving you information you already know, but a double jump is going to happen by allowing the player to jump even if they're not touching the ground. So you would have a variable called isGrounded, and you would say if isGrounded, then if key down, and then jump. And then the moment they're not grounded, they can't jump anymore. You have to wait for them to get grounded again. So what you do is, to enable double jumping, you would say if isGrounded or... if isGrounded or jump amount and isGrounded equals false. Jump amount would be smaller than 2 or 1. Then you tap space on the second jump and it sets jump amount to 1 or 2 or whatever, and then you can't jump. I probably just made no sense. I'm sorry. Is 3D harder than 2D, Conrad? I used to say no. Yeah, it kind of is, because I used to think I could just use asset packs, but I found that if you want to make it actually you can, if you're really good with using other people's stuff and it doesn't bother you, then yeah. But if you're someone like me who really has a very specific vision about what you want, then you kind of have to create everything from scratch, most things, and that can be a pain. So, yeah. Unity's taking forever to load. Anyone have any other questions? Michael Boner says, hi, I really love your channel. Keep up the good work. Do I recommend Tunicolors Pro 2? This is from Samuel. Yes. I think Tunicolors Pro is the bomb, and the developer is really responsive. Today he just sent me the Tunicolors shader that is for leaves, so it makes things blow in the wind. I'm a 12-year-old game developer, and you inspire me so much. That's awesome. Okay, we've got some information from Stefan. He's correct. We're going to read it. Stefan says, because we're using a single particle system for multiple materials, will not allow you to destroy multiple things in a quick succession. Use prefabs which store an instance of itself. I don't know what that means. Stefan, if you want to email me, you can, because I'm not quite sure what that means. Also, switching to a stick material won't change the mesh particle type to be stick shaped. It will be a rock shape. No, I'm not going to make stick shapes. It's just literally, it's just going to be spheres for everything you collect is just a little sphere. Kind of like Minecraft with squares. So, Stefan, I don't understand what you're talking about with the instances. Particle monobehavior, get instance. If instance equals null, instance equals instantiate this. Return instance. What do you, I don't know what any of that means because you're smarter than me. You're always smarter than me, Stefan. I would love to know what you're talking about. I don't know what you mean. If you want to email me, please do it. I don't get it. I know why what I'm doing is a problem. So, yeah. My solution was going to be I have 3 particle systems that handle breaking. And so if one has a different material than the other, then switch to the next one in succession. And then switch to the next one. So that means you can blow up like 3 things at once. But I think what you're saying is smarter. I just don't know why, if that makes sense. So yeah, let's just take a look and see. So what you're saying, Justin, or not Justin, Stefan, is if I do that and then that, yeah, it changes them. You're right, it does. So that's not good. All right. But we can control the sizing. That's fine. It feels great, though. It really does. And that's important. All right. So far, so good, guys. Stefan. Yeah, I don't understand what you're saying, Stefan, but we'll work it out. We'll figure it out. All right, guys. Take care. I got to end the day. Hope y'all are doing well in this trying time. And you do well tomorrow in this trying time. And you'll do well in the day after tomorrow in this trying time.